Welcome, everybody. It's a great pleasure for me to open this workshop that is titled Moving Beyond Memorization, Resources for Generalizable Protein Complex Prediction. My name is Leila Alexander, and given that you're already here, most probably you already have seen my name in your inbox. And we believe that you are here because you are interested in machine and deep learning, and also in protein structure prediction, in particular in protein-protein and protein-ligand complexes. Some of you are also developing competitive methods, and hopefully after this workshop, you will become more dangerous in that respect when it comes to benchmarking and participation in competitions. We have been really interested we've been really impressed in the level of interest in this workshop. And we now see over 150 participations from 30 countries, and also representing various organizations, not surprising at all that from the academic sector, but also a variety of commercial entities. We also ask you a couple of questions when we've been preparing for this workshop. Which area is most relevant to you? And it seems like there is a pretty fair distribution, just with a slight preference towards protein-ligand complex prediction. And when it came to the topic of particular interest to you, there was a really clear winner with model evaluation metrics and strategies, with also really strong interest for data splitting strategies and leaderboard participation. And before we dive into the sessions themselves, I just wanted to go through the key housekeeping points of today. The scope of the workshop is on how to use Pinder and Plinder for training and evaluating models for complex predictions, and not so much about specific proteins and ligands. Some of you raised the points about working on a specific protein that you are doing research on, which is not going to be covering this today. There probably should be a spin-off of different workshops regarding each individual case. And because many of you made the request to have the sessions available on demand, we will be recording them. And most likely afterwards, we'll host them on the CEP YouTube channel so you can access them in your time. But also thinking of our colleagues in New Zealand, for example, where it's 1 a.m. now, we also wanted to accommodate for the different time zones. All slides and notebooks are available on GitHub, and the link is right in front of you. And please keep in mind that we're recording the sessions, and to avoid any background noise, keep your microphones muted. We encourage questions, discussions, and feedback during the workshop. And for that particular purpose, we created the Discord Plinder user group. And you have the link here on the slide and also should be in your inbox. And for the technical support, if you encounter any difficulties, please ask for assistance on the Discord server and the tech support channel for real-time help. In just a few minutes, I will hand over to Jay, who will tell you about connected concepts and data sets, benchmarking and training. Then Xavier and Gabriel will tell you about the metrics for measuring protein and complex model accuracy. Jay will also be back to the floor to go through the introduction to dataset representation and splitting into two groups. Important for you to know that we accounted for 2 breaks, so you can also plan your time during this workshop. And after the first break, we will have 2 parallel sessions. One will be running on this Zoom link, on this Zoom channel. So if you're interested in the Pinder dataset for protein interaction predictions, then you stay here. And if BLI is closer to your heart, then we will provide another Zoom link, and Vlad, Tom, and Yusuf will be with you in that session. After the second break, we will go into the Hugging Face models and leaderboard submission, and Simon will be in charge of this. And we will be wrapping up with the feedback and the next steps with Jay, and then I will make some closing remarks. Just a couple of words about the team that has been preparing and will be running this workshop with you. We're also distributed geographically. Some of us are in Switzerland, in Basel, and some are in the US. And we're distributed across the 3 organizations. Like myself, some of my colleagues are in the University of Basel and the SIP, Swiss Institute of Bioinformatics. Some others are in VantAI, and Simon is at the EPFL. also here in Switzerland. And what I think is the most interesting and important, that most of the organizers of this workshop are actually the creators of the both datasets, Pinde and Plinde. Without any further ado, I would want Jay to start the first session called Connected Concepts and Datasets.